Oh, good thing I'm wearing a wig today because this hair, it's not it. Hi friends. Happy Halloween, everyone. I feel like it's been Halloween for a solid month already. However, if I can get this up in time, today is actually the day of All Hallows Eve. My favorite holiday, and I've been having such a good time doing the Halloween casual series. I don't even remember how I came up with it, but sure as hell was inspired, and I have been just really enjoying creating that content for you. But as is tradition for the last 3 years on my channel, yes, this is the third Halloween that I will be partaking in on YouTube, and it is very exciting for me. Usually I only ever had time for one big Halloween video. However, I do want to keep up the Halloween tradition on my channel here to do something a little more involved for Halloween itself. Every single noise is happening today outside. We're just going to have to let it be. So for this year's Halloween tutorial, I am going to attempt to turn myself into a character that I've always wanted to do, and that is Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And you may have already guessed from the little t-shirt dress I'm wearing today. It is one of my favorite movies of all time, not just favorite Halloween movies, but just all around favorite movies. And I've always wanted to be Sally for Halloween, and I just never got around to it because it looked like too much work. But I got the great idea of doing this tutorial because I found this dress on sale at Hot Topic. It's this adorable little t-shirt dress, and oh my god, just so you're aware, it has pockets. And I just thought it'd be fun to paint myself blue. For the third year in a row, I will be painting my skin an entirely different color. Don't know why I do this to myself, but here we are. We're doing the full paint, we are doing the wig, the contacts, the whole shebang. And I'm super excited and scared to get into it, but we're gonna do that now because I'm slowly running out of time. So strap in folks, grab your favorite Halloween candy, and let's get started. So I've been planning this tutorial for a couple months now, trying to collect all the things just so that I had them. And historically, I am very familiar with turning my skin a different color with cream paints. That's usually what I use because they're really easy to use and they're super forgiving and they don't dry down, so you have lots of time to blend and make sure that everything looks perfect before you set it. However, and I don't know how I got roped into this, but when I went to my local FX store, a shout out to Studio FX in Vancouver, y'all make me look like I know what I'm doing. And I know you know that I am an ignoramus. But today we're not going to be doing cream paints, and this is making me a little nervous and has been for like the last month. But today, for the first time ever on my channel, we're going to be doing water activated paint. The reason this happened is because the girl who works at the shop pulled this color and said, I've had a lot of people come in for the specific color to do Sally. It's just kind of a really good base to go off of. So that's what we're going to be doing today, folks. We're going to be doing water activated paint, and then the rest of all the highlighting contouring is going to be happening with powders. This makes me nervous because I have never successfully done a full paint with water activated paints. They're not easy to use. I definitely took some advice from the artist at the shop who told me, you know, it's best if you use a little flat top foundation brush. Basically, take the cake, put some water in it, work it into a good paste, and that way you can really buff it in. I feel like once we get the base on, I feel a lot more confident and a little less nervous, but right now I'm feeling nervous. Also, I have to take these out to do the paint, but I just wanted to show you these adorable resin earrings I got from Nocturna Designs. They're a local resin artist, and I just want to shout them out. They've got some killer stuff right now, especially for Halloween. I'm nervous, guys. I mean, you didn't come here to watch an expert, okay? You came here because watching me struggle is entertaining. So I just glued down my brows really quick off camera. I follow Pompberry's tutorial. I will just link that up here. So I just quickly primed a little bit with Hydro Grip. This is gonna be a real dry one today because of all the powders. So I don't have like a dropper or anything, which is kind of a shame because it's probably better than dipping my brush into the water, but this is probably the only way to actually do this cleanly without making a huge mess. So I'm just going to start, oh, that's messy, working this into the brush, and we're making it into a nice paste. And I'm just going to start working this into the skin. Okay, I look insane. That is some high stakes shit, guys. Oh, that might have been too wet. Oh, that was definitely too much. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe off my brush a little bit and then start working it. Oh, and I got that right inside my nose. Okay, so I think that was too much. That really did a number on my brow cover. You know what? I think I'm just gonna try again. Well, that was an unmitigated disaster. Let's try this again. I wanna see what happens if I dip my brush in, lather it up again, but then give it a bit of a wipe on this towel first, and then try and go in. Let's see what happens. Oh no, that's not good. Also, I've abandoned the brow cover. No, that's not great either. What if I use a dry brush? That's not great either. God, this is really hard to get not streaky. I know that Palmberry says to work the paint until it's dry. Maybe I'm just using the wrong type of brush. There is now face paint all over my desk. This is messy and rough. This might not turn out. You see people do this and you think, wow, like that looks hard, but I think I can do that. Turns out that is not the case. I don't think I can do this. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah, like look at that. It's just like, it makes me look like Rip Van Winkle. Like right in here, it's already crusting off. This is bullshit. It's already dusting right off. Oh, I did not plan for this. I did not plan for this. All right, I'm gonna have to rethink my strategy and get back to you. So this is an unexpected turn. I foolishly thought I was gonna be able to pull that off for the first time on camera without ever trying it before. No, of course not, Maddie. It's really hard. Face paint is really hard. You need to be really good to do it. At the very least, you all had a good laugh at my Blue Man Group moment. So we're gonna do our best to really quickly cobble together some sort of base with cream paint. I don't have a blue cream paint. I didn't think about that. For all the prepping I did, how did I get myself talked into using face paint? If any of them at Studio Effects see this video, they are going to laugh and laugh and laugh. So we'll see. I've got my white. At the very least, I can white out my face and then color it with blue eyeshadows. Why don't I have a blue cream paint? Oh. So we're going to do a light coating of this white. All right, let's give this a shot. This is our last ditch effort. We're gonna try and get it really opaque underneath the eyes in the high points of the face. All right, let's try our best to set the creasy parts. And I'm being very generous with the powder, like copious amounts of it. Turn the brightness down just a wee bit. I'm just so mad at myself for not thinking of a backup plan. Like that was so cocky of me. Why did I think that I was gonna just be able to do it? And because of that, this isn't gonna turn out the way I wanted it to. I guess we'll just have to keep going and see what happens. I mean, what are we gonna lose, right? Let's not give up just yet. I think I'm gonna take a blend of these two and try and do some contouring. See if we can get some color and life back into this face. I'm being fairly heavy-handed with this contour because it's really gonna be the thing that sells the fact that we don't have a white skin, but we have blue skin. I'm really sad my brow cover didn't work out. I was really looking forward to the no brow thing because now I have to figure out how to color them. Oh, that was such a waste of all that extra time I gave myself this morning. I woke up at 7 o'clock, got here just after 9, which would give me an extra couple of hours to complete this. And now it's after 12 and I am scrambling. I honestly have no idea if this is gonna work out. I'm trying to stay positive. I mean, maybe I just I got it all wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have wet the brush. Maybe that's what made it too thick and cakey. Maybe you can't do multiple layers, but I could have sworn I've seen other makeup artists do multiple layers of water-based face paint. This might work. This might get the point across. I'm just so worried that it's just gonna look like white face with blue contour. All right, I'm now gonna take a smaller brush to get into the nose contour. And Sally's nose is tiny, so I'm doing my best to really snatch it. I feel like we're getting somewhere. As to where exactly, I cannot be sure. Maybe if I take a fluffy brush, take some cold shoulder, blend out these edges a little bit. Now I'm going to take a bit of white and try and really brighten these high points. All right, now let's just go back into the darkest colors and just reinforce that shadow a little more. I do feel like I look a bit like a Smurf right now. Right now, I want to figure out what the heck to do with these brows. I wasn't going to have any, but now I do, so now I need to fix them. I feel like the most logical thing would be to match them to the wig. First, we're gonna block them out with some white jumbo eye pencil. Let's comb that through. I'm going to try and put a lip pencil in my eyebrows. I mean, can I get any worse at this point? No. So this is the shaping lip liner by Maybelline, Color Sensational shaping lip liner in Very Cherry, and I feel like this is going to be a decent color match. It is turning purple because of the blue, and now they're pink. Should have seen that coming. This might work. This is a red mascara from ColourPop. Let me just get my little angle brush, try and grab some of that off the back of my hand. I feel like that's doing something, but not quite the thing I want it to do. All right, let's go in with a red eyeshadow to try and fix this up. I'm gonna go into the Pure X Raw Beauty Christy palette, take Flavor Town. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, let's finish this brow. I don't even like these brows, but they will have to do. Moving on, let's do eyeshadow. I think what I'm gonna do is just throw a little bit of eyeshadow primer on because we're gonna be covering all this up to the brow anyways. Wow, okay, that's where we are today. That is where we are. Let's just try and get a bit more primer up in this corner here. No, 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 no. Try this again. If I thought last week's video was a disaster, last week's video feels like a fucking cakewalk right now. Let's try doing some eyeshadow. All right, let's take Cold Shoulder from the Creepy Cute palette and just start piling this into the crease right up to the front of the brow. We'll bring it high up into the inner arch and then blending it downward. Taking a smaller brush into the same shadow, we're going to actually take this underneath the eye bag as opposed to right underneath the lash line. Okay, and then let's take a blend of Mochi and Kimchi again from Sugarpill and start to deepen up that crease. All right, I think we're gonna have to go even darker. Let's try a little bit of Hurtful from the Raw Beauty Christy palette. Well, luckily this eye is sort of turning out. Let's get some white underneath the eye. And then let's take a white, let's do Lumos this time because it's pretty bright. And just try and set that as best we can. I like that shape on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take some concealer and cut out the crease just about halfway. And I've done this shape of cut crease on my channel before. Really high arch on the inner portion and then coming down on an angle. And it gives you just kind of that little puppy dog look, which most Tim Burton characters possess. I just don't know what to do on the lid. I think the closest thing I have is this one in the So Jaded palette, which is Aquamarine. As much as I would love to incorporate that pressed glitter, I do not have the patience right now to fuck with it. Let's just dip back into Cold Shoulder again to connect these two a little bit better. All right, and then I'm gonna take Kimchi and Mochi again, just to go over that a little bit. And then back into Hurtful just one more time on this outer edge. Okay, to lighten up the inner corner just a bit more, I'm gonna go into Cafe Disco. Brighten this up just a little bit. And then back into Lumos. Wait, before I finish, I'm just gonna quickly try and camouflage this mess up here with a little bit more white eyeshadow. All right, so now I'm gonna go off camera, do all of this on the other side. I'm gonna throw on some lashes, probably some bottom lashes as well, but you don't need to be there for that. When we come back, we will hopefully finish the rest of the face. Fingers crossed, all being well. All right, lashes are on, other side is done. The top lashes are blown away by Bold Face. I thought they would be perfect for this look because they are so piecey, even though they're really fluffy. They've got like 3 very distinct clumps. And then I just threw a few bottom lashes on. It's not quite as much of an effect as I wanted to, but it's fine. We don't have time to fix it. We're just gonna keep going. So I think I'm gonna throw down some blush just to make myself feel more human. This whole section of my face is feeling just really too white. And so I think I'm just gonna fix that a little bit with some very pale pastel blush. We're gonna do Strawberry Milk from the Creepy Cute palette. And I think I just need to hit like the very apple of the cheek. I know Sally doesn't wear blush, but it's me, so deal with it. I just want to give her like just ever so slightly a bit of a flush, and it gives a little bit more dimension to the face. I think I might actually take just a little bit of Rose Quartz from the Fairy Blush palette just to like cool it down. I feel like that's a little cuter. Let's just do a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna use my finger though, because I feel like it'll give us more concentration, I think is the word I was going for. All right, so here's the tricky part, which is doing all of the scars. I'm gonna spray myself down just to set all of this. First, actually, to be really safe, I think I'm actually gonna go in with this dark blue shadow and sketch out those lines. I'm just gonna start stamping. Okay. Those look pretty good. I'm going to then take a small brush, dip it in some white eyeshadow, and just try and highlight the edges around the scars just to give them some extra depth. So the stitches are quite light and raised. I will highlight them in a second. I just need to first go in with a little shadow. Okay, and then with the corner of this brush, I'm gonna take darker blue and just add little dots on the ends of each stitch. It just adds an extra layer of depth to the look. I'm gonna spray those down. Nearly there, guys, on the home stretch. I think the last step is to make the little stitches. For that, I'm gonna use white face paint because it's just gonna be the brightest thing that I can achieve. Taking my fine liner brush, dipping it into the water, dipping into the face paint. I feel like with this method, I can control it a little better. And I want these to be nice and opaque so that they stand out. It gives it a real cartoony vibe. I'll probably do a couple layers just so that they stand out really opaque. I am fairly certain I want to use one of the red lipsticks in the Hocus Pocus collection. I'm leaning towards Mary because I'm pretty sure in most of the footage I see that Sally's lip is a pretty true red, and then it's just like darker because of the shadow in some of the shots. All right, so let's line real quick. And now let's finish it off with Mary. Perfect. Again, I said this before, but I really love these lip liners. After the two false starts, I cannot believe we made it this far. Oh, my teeth look so yellow. Do not look at those. All I have to do now is do my wig, my contacts. I'm gonna have to paint my neck and my arms. So I'm gonna go do all of that off camera because honestly, you do not need to sit through me whining about that. And then I will come back to show you the finished look. Holy Dinah. Honestly, why does a wig always just pull everything together? I can't stop staring at myself in the viewfinder because I look like a demonic being, which is more or less what I strive for anyway. So, all right, folks, I'm throwing in the towel. This is the finished look. It is messy. It is really not what I was envisioning. It took an age to get here. I definitely thought that this wasn't going to turn out as well as it did. It's in a place that I'm okay with it, but I do honestly wish that the face paint had worked out. But I think we managed to salvage it and get it to a point where I'm actually quite happy with it. The wig is styled by my friend Donnie. You can definitely go check him out at Oh My God Wigs on Instagram. He is amazing and all of his stuff is usually up for grabs. This was the longest, most arduous Halloween video I've ever done, and I still don't know if it was worth all that trouble. It was absolutely my fault that I thought I could try a brand new product and a brand new technique on camera for the first time and expect it to turn out perfectly. Like, of course that's not gonna happen, but I'm just glad it's over. Please let me know what you guys think. Do you think I was able to pull it off in the end? Do you think I missed the mark completely? Let me know your thoughts down below. I think I'm gonna try this one again next year. Maybe not for the final video of the season, but I think I wanna actually get a little bit of redemption on this look. All right, I'm gonna go, but before I go, I'm going to rattle off the spiel to you all. Here are the many ways you can help out my channel. You can give this video a huge thumbs up. You can comment down below what you thought of everything. You can subscribe. You can follow me on other social media. I will leave those right there. For more behind the scenes stuff, more chit chat videos, please go visit my Patreon. Even though it's Halloween, we need to stay safe. There is still a pandemic going on. Whatever you're doing this year, please stay safe. And of course, I ran out of room on my SD card. That just goes to show how long I've been doing this today. Hope it was worth it. All right, folks, I'm going to go because I'm over it. But I hope that you guys all have an incredible Halloween. Please stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, wear a mask, and above all else, just be kind and be generous. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.